Week's edition of Freedom Fridays. We're back after 1 week break, so it's been 2 weeks since we met. Welcome. Um, Before I get into it, let me tell you what we are discussing today. I hope you can hear me. Maybe I should put this over here. Let's do that. Make it closer to me. Okay. So this week I wanted to talk about how, and this is something that took me a long time to realize, okay? What I realized is that I wasn't burnt out because I worked too hard. It wasn't about work, even though I really did think it was. I really thought work was the problem. Um, I was raised to be the strong one. Like my first job, I think I told you guys this, 12 and 13 and 14 years old, 12 years old. Whew, excuse me. Mm, Forgive my allergies today, y'all. Can you see it on my face? I'm snotty. Oh, it's a mess. But I was raised to be the strong one. I was raised to like show up and do the work and all the things. Be the good Christian girl and be the life that live the life that my ancestors have dreamed of. Like so many of us have felt that pressure, and that meant saying no was never on the table. Like to not be those things never felt like an option. So for years, I just kept pushing. And finally, I realized, you know what? It's not the work itself that makes me tired. It's this underlying pressure that has always been pushing me that I have never stopped to really protect my energy from. And so I just kept letting it push me forward, this unspoken pressure. So from I continued to just say yes when my body was absolutely screaming no. And tonight I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about what that looked like. Um, and how I found that boundaries or that burnout is really a boundaries problem. Um, not not so much a not so much a work problem. Work is Overwork is the symptom. The boundaries and the pressure, the underlying pressure that we feel around it is the actual symptom. So, um, and I want to know if you relate. I want to know if as I talk about this, it makes sense. You're like, oh, I never thought of it that way, or you're completely off. I love the discussion. So that's what we're talking about today through my sniffles and all the things. I don't think my intro is not completely updated, but you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna let it play anyway. Let me see. Kina, thank you. Thank you for blessing me. Can you see my allergies are going hardcore? I've been singing all the Jill Scott song Pressa since it came out. You know what? I haven't heard it. I have to go sing it. I have to go hear it now. Listen, I love when you put me on new stuff so I could go check it out. Thank you, Keena. I'm gonna have to go check it out as soon as we get off this thing. Listen, and I'm already rubbing my eyes. Can you see they're swollen? Can you see the allergies written all over my face? Excuse me. But yes, I'm so glad to see you. It's been a while. I don't know who I was telling. I think I was just telling on here. I was like, man, we haven't seen you in a while. How are you? How have you been doing? That's actually a great lead in to celebrating wins. And I still want to know, regardless of whether you feel like it's a win or not. But I would love to know, how are you? How you been? It's good to see you. I hope you had a great birthday. I did have a great birthday. I had an amazing birthday. It was a little bit too short because the way that they had to set it up from work um, was a pain in the butt since we were understaffed until the day after my birthday, which meant the schedule leading up to my birthday was obnoxious. I worked 9 days straight. It was just, I was so tired by the time that finished, um, that it felt like I had to do a little bit of catching up before I was able to. It wasn't too bad. After one good night of sleep, I was good. But man, I wish that I had like had a day off earlier that week, so I'd have been fully refreshed. But the birthday was good. I drove from Atlanta all the way up to Charlotte. All the way is only 3 hours, not that far. I hung out with my favorite humans, and it was worth every bit of it. I hadn't seen my goddaughter since October. Yep, because I came down, or November, like October, November. So it was so good to see them, and they were so excited to see me. Um, what did we do on Friday? Friday we did we walked around Huntersville, which is like a little town center area. Um, we got dinner, we hung out. Saturday, my goddaughter was getting promoted from her karate level, so I got to go watch her do karate, excuse me, martial arts in person, and she showed me her staff routine. She's so cute, but she doesn't like praise, which I'm like, okay, hopefully she'll grow out of that. She's really bashful, um, but she did such a good job. Uh, so that was fun. And then after that, we went to the mall, walked around, and got good dinner. And then on my birthday, we went and had my favorite restaurant, which is First Watch. My favorite brunch place is First Watch. But let me tell you, they messed up my order 3 times. I've never had that before at First Watch. They messed up my order, and then but it was fine. And then we did a little shopping. I got some shoes, which was really nice. 4 pairs of shoes. Um, got my birthday Starbucks, but I had caffeine in it, so that messed me up. But it was good. It was absolutely delicious. And then I left on Monday, so it was a really good weekend. Thank you for asking. And then I came back to Georgia, and the pollen did all this. Kina said, I've been feeling this global shift since December. I needed to take a break from everything. I can completely understand that. Um, is that a good global shift? Or, I mean, wanting to take a break, it doesn't necessarily make it bad. I think taking a break is always good. So I was happy to be off last week. It was a nice break too. Even though I love doing Freedom Fridays, it was really nice. It was really nice. Megan said, "Hey, happy Friday, Megan. So glad that you are joining us today. Please excuse my stuffy nose." Yay! Thank you. I'm glad I enjoyed my birthday too. It was a really good time. I had a really good time. It was just like, ooh, my best friend's husband made cornbread. He makes the best homemade cornbread. It's not even the Jiffy box. Like he makes it all from scratch, y'all. And he gave me like 5 pieces to bring back. That cornbread was gone in 2 days, and I had 2 pieces the day he made it. Oh, so delicious. And then earlier that day, I had an apple pie with my favorite, like a McDonald's apple pie with some vegan ice cream, the salted caramel. It was absolutely perfect. So delicious. Um, can you tell that I like to celebrate with food? Does anybody else like to celebrate with food other than me? It's like when we're celebrating, what we eat. That's my first question. So yes, it was a real good time. Um, so yes, it was. What else did we do? A lot of eating. Oh, we went to the movies. We took the girls to see Hoppers. It's an animated movie, but it was good. So many of the animated movies, they're getting so much better at making storylines that adults can appreciate, even if the movie is made for kids. And I love animated movies, so judge me if you want, but I love animated movies. So I enjoyed that. And the popcorn at the movie theater was actually really good because usually I don't like the popcorn at the movie theater. Usually it's trash. And I'm like, I just needed to bring my own popcorn, but it was good. Yes. Can you tell? Can you tell it was a good time? Megan said, I love celebrating with food too, right? Right. I'm like, it's not even a full celebration if we don't have a good meal. Like, we have to have a good meal. That is mandatory, absolutely mandatory. So, yeah, it was a really good time. So yes, that's how my birthday was. I got some good shoes for work. Um, we went to the Kohan store at the outlet, and we actually, me and my best friend, did y'all watch Bridgerton? First of all, I love Bridgerton, and when I got home on Monday, that was how I finished my birthday. I binge watched Bridgerton, and there's this one scene. I think it's like episode 8, where the Queen and Agatha are like having a friend moment, and I sent it to somebody had it on social media, and I sent it to my best friend because I was like, "This is us," and it was just the simplest things. Like, we didn't do anything crazy, but that was the stuff that I missed. Just like watching movies with them, eating dinner with them, having laughs, making jokes, doing regular life things with them. Um, so it was a really good birthday. Y'all have to see, if you didn't watch Bridgerton, you should. It was good. I actually haven't. That's the first TV I've watched in months because I haven't had time since I started this new job. But it was good. It was good. So yes. Okay. Oh Lord, I didn't bring any tissue, and I wouldn't want to blow my nose on this anyway. But Lord have mercy. Um. So let's start as we always do by celebrating some wins from this week. However many you want, big or small, middle, in between. There is no caveat to what makes it a win. Whatever feels like a win for you, I would love to hear about it so that we can celebrate it with you. And while you're thinking about it, I'm going to think about some wins that I want to celebrate as well. Um, so I told you all this stuff for my birthday, but let me tell you, the first one I'm celebrating is that we hired 2 new people at work and they started on Monday. So we are officially fully staffed at work. And while you're like, why are you celebrating work? There's multiple reasons. For one, I'm blessed to be there. I've been having conversations around like us recognizing just because we work doesn't mean that it has to be soul sucking. It does mean that you have to find a non soul sucking job, but it doesn't always have to be soul sucking. And this one isn't soul sucking. And then getting 2 more people means that we have the flexibility that if somebody is sick, I'm not sick, but if somebody is sick or somebody needs to be out at the last minute, that we still have ample coverage and that people can take off when they want to. Like, I could have actually had more time off for my birthday. We couldn't do that before. So I'm so glad that we're fully staffed because it gives us so much more flexibility, and we needed that. We needed to not be strained in that way. Um, yes. So that's my first one. I'm celebrating that we're fully staffed at work. Let me see. What's my next win? My next win is oh Lord, excuse me. I hope I don't have any boogers because I don't have any tissue, y'all. Forgive me. I blew my nose before we started, and then I didn't bring any out. My next win is that my dad and stepmom are here from Nigeria. They made it here the night before last, and I didn't even see them that night. I got home from work, and I didn't recognize that they were there. They were in the room showering, and I thought my brother just had company. I wasn't paying attention. I was tired. So I got to see them last night. They'll be here. I don't even know. When they come, they usually come for like 3 months. But they'll be with us in Atlanta for a while, and then they'll go to Louisiana, and then they'll come back to us. And I think they'll go to both brothers in Louisiana. There's 2 different locations, so I'm glad that they're here and that they made it safe. That's my second win. My third win is that my mother was in the hospital. My sister found her on the floor, which is very, very scary. Um, but the win is that she's fine. We are working on getting her long term care. Unfortunately, her insurance is trash. So we are going to have to be creative about how we do that. Versus my grandmother had great insurance. We didn't have to worry about her at all. But my mother's is not like that. So I'm glad that nothing crazy went wrong. Um, that she's doing okay now. She sounds so much better. When I first talked to her when she was in the hospital, she did not sound good at all. So I'm glad that she's better. Um, yeah, those are my wins. I got some good wins this week. Some good wins. I'm feeling very good about them. Megan said, being fully staffed is a blessing, girl. Right? It's such a good thing. People are dropping like flies at my job, and it's crazy. I still put in for PTO for later in April, though, because I know that's right. Put it in. And honestly, if we would have had a situation where it was a prolonged need, they would have had to send someone to help us. But luckily, we were able to get through it without doing all of that. But yeah, that's right. Take your vacation, girl. You need it. Do what you got to do. I'm so into it. Megan said, "Oh no, I'm so glad your mother is okay, Rashida. Thank you. I'm glad she's good too. Um, have y'all noticed it's so weird to watch your parents age? Like even when I looked at my dad, I was like, gosh, like I can see the difference. You know, my mother is 80 years old, and we're gonna have to take her car. She don't need to be out there driving anymore. So it's just um yeah, it's interesting to watch your parents age and to see them have to give up some of their autonomy and to relinquish themselves or become resigned to allowing themselves to be taken care of, especially when my mom is a typical strong one, a typical strong black woman. So, um, like the standard of it. So, it's going to be an interesting adventure. But she's starting to open up to it. Like she's starting to see that she really needs help. I think for me, when I think about it, I'm like, I don't want to wait until I'm sick, or I don't want to wait until I'm incapable of taking care of myself to start to receive help. I want to receive help even while I'm still capable of taking care of myself. Because I shouldn't have to do it all alone. And maybe I'll last longer because I didn't try to do it all alone. And I love my mom, but trying to help her sometimes is like pulling teeth. So I'm glad that this is, like I said, it's going to be a great adventure, and I'm glad she's okay. So thank you for that. Kina said, my win is planting herb seeds to prep for this summer garden. Ooh, right? It's coming up on time because you're in DC. So you're starting to get some of the warm temperatures too. It might not be as warm as it is, excuse me, here in Georgia, but you're still getting some warm temperatures. And then I think I lost 5 pounds on the vibration plate. What? Which shakes off the weight and builds bone density. Listen, that means I need to go get on the bone plate by me more often. I think I only do it like once a week right now. I usually do it on my day off, but I need to set up some time to do it. It's a shake plate and the red light. And I know it's super good for me, but I probably do it only once a week. But I'm like, girl, you losing 5 pounds? I need to come get with you. Yes, I need to crank it up. That's amazing. Ladies, both amazing. So many wins, Kina. I love it. Yes, awesome wins. Ditto what Megan said. Okay, cool. Cool. I love a good win. I know I get excited, even though I don't sound excited right now. If I got too excited, then the snot might run from my nose. I'm sorry. I hope that's not gross, but it's honest. Okay. So, um, now that we've celebrated our wins, and if you still have wins, please feel free to um, to drop them in the chat. I love to celebrate, so I will celebrate them anytime you share them with me. Um, no problem whatsoever. Um, but it's also time to give out some stickers. So if you have taken some time from the last 2 weeks for rest and fun, to prioritize you, to take care of yourself rather than taking care of everyone else, that you took some time to not have to be the strong one, then I would love for you to claim the sticker. And all you do to claim that sticker is put hashtag STICKA in the chat. Let me put it up on the screen. And it's really about you doing a pat on the back for you because you took care of you, even though you default to taking care of everybody else. And the more that you do that, the more that you find boundaries that allow you to support you without being the strong one for everybody else. Right? It's a really amazing thing. It's definitely one of the things that I've learned over the years and doing this practice. So I totally, totally hope that you want to claim a sticker today. It's going to do nothing but snowball into amazing things for you. I love it. Megan said, wins. I got back into boxing. I know that you were thinking about it. That's amazing. Three 3 weeks in already? Are you? Oh wow! Because it's been a couple weeks since we talked about it. Get it, Megan? And it's all coming back. Also, 133 days meditating. What? These are some really good habits. I love it. I love it so much, Megan. Yes. Congratulations. Amazing wins. Absolutely amazing wins. Oh my. So good. Okay. So good. All right. So if anybody is watching on the replay or when you're watching on the replay, please know you can still share your wins. Go ahead and head to the comment section, post your wins, and I will still come back and celebrate them. And if you want to claim a sticker, you can still claim that too. Just put hashtag STICKA in the chat, and I will make sure you get a sticker as well. I will shout you out, and I'm going to reply to your post. So all the things to let you know we're proud of you. Yes. Okay. Yes, Megan. Yes, Keena, with all the love and the celebration in the chat. I'm into it. I'm into it. Okay. Ooh, Lord. And you know what? My computer, okay, it's doing good because earlier it looked like it was about to die any second. So I'm glad that we're good. Okay, Megan's claiming a sticker. Come on, Megan. She said yes. Get my sticker out here. And I almost forgot to give them. So I'm glad that you said it. Share my. Okay. Ooh, Lord, my nose is a hot mess right now. There we go. So let me give out some stickers. Okay. So we're giving out stickers for this week and last week. Megan is claiming her stickers. Megan, did you not claim a sticker last time? I think you did. Maybe I didn't hit enter. So I'm giving it to you now. And then ladybugs. Okay. Okay, so there we go. I got your stickers in there. And like I said, if you are catching on the replay or you catch a little later, you can always come in hot, okay? Say, hey, don't forget my sticker, and I will get your sticker for you, okay? Absolutely. It is no problem. Okay. So now that we did that, today's topic, I really wanted to talk about how boundaries, or excuse me, how burnout, it's really easy to see work and think that that's the root cause of burnout. But through experience and in my own journey of like trying to stop burning out, I found that burnout is not the root cause, it's actually the symptom. It's the symptom of some deeper things that are happening. And those are the things I wanted to talk about today. So that's the Oh, Kina, such a good question. So, my best friend, that was, y'all, I got distracted. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to that topic. Um, and since we're starting right into it, Kina was asking, what is the status on the card deck? So, I was really hoping that we'd have it up by now, but my best friend needed some more time. And so I delayed making the deck. But what I think I'm actually going to do, I think I'm going to get a sample of the deck without her part. She's just been in a season of not be like, she just hasn't had the time to do it. She just hasn't had the time to do it. Um, and I know there's a part of me that's like, please come on. But I also, I believe in giving grace. So the card deck has been delayed, not officially delayed, and definitely not out, not off the docket. Just it's taking longer than I really wanted to promote it in April, and I don't have the sample yet. So um, I'm actually trying to maneuver some things in my schedule so that I can start like prioritizing time for that. But it'll be a lot easier once, for one, my birthday is over because I've actually celebrated and took that time off instead of working. Um, and then once our schedule at work equalizes, because it's a little wonky through next week, and that's gonna have a little rollover effect. But then after that, I'm hoping, Kina, very soon that I at least have a sample, and then from the sample, then we'll start doing pre-orders. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate knowing that you guys are still looking for it, and just because um, I haven't said anything that you haven't forgot. So thank you so much for asking. Um, that's fine. Maybe the draft sample will provide hope and motivation. I hope so too. I hope that it gets her excited and she's able to like carve out some time, or that we can figure out a way to um to like finish her part, um and be able to move forward. But at least if I get the physical deck, then any details like the thickness of the cards, how many cards, the packaging, um uh, the weight for shipping, like all of those things I can start to figure out. So that's why I think I'm going to go ahead and just get a plain sample. Um, it'll have like the words and stuff, but it won't have her art on there yet, her illustration. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Yes. And look, Megan's coming with it. She said, oh, and by the way, here are the stickers for April. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm into it. Okay, so we're doing the bunny. Oh, and then April showers bring May flowers. I love that. Bunny. Okay, we got the bunny in there. Thank you so much, Megan. You know I love when you help me with the stickers. Rain. Yes. That gave me the right one there. Um, the kite. The kite and the sunflower. Where is it at? Okay. The kite. Okay, I got it. And then the sun. Oops, nope. Do it like this. Sunflower. Okay, Megan, I got them saved. Thank you. Look, wait for Keena to bring it back around. She said burnout is the symptom. No, I'm actually saying the hard work is the symptom. You see what I mean? Because the hard work, I have found is the symptom of me not having the correct boundaries in place to protect my energy. And part of the reason I don't have the correct boundaries in place is because I'm letting, because I feel all this, or I don't feel it anymore. This subconscious and almost unspoken pressure to be the strong one, to show up all the time, to um, to be the dream that our ancestors like have always wanted, to be Black excellence. Ugh, I hate that term. Um, so those are the underlying pressures that are happening, but it's really though. But the work that we do, we think that, oh, if we just work less, then the burnout will go away. Yes, but the only way you're going to work less is if you change the mindset about those underlying things. Because the hard work that we feel pressure to do is just the symptom to those underlying subconscious pressures that we've been feeling. Does that make sense? Listen, Megan said, life be life in. It's good that you're giving your friend grace, right? And she knows she's got all the grace from me. Even if she hasn't been able to do this, we are still like peas and carrots. And there's so many other ways that we show up for each other, even if we can't always show up in the way we want each other to show up. We're still always there in the ways that we need each other. So yes, there's so much grace. Oh, cherry blossoms. Keenan, I will add that in too. I'll put that for the first week in May. Where did it go? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Cherry blossom. Cherry blossom. I got it. Okay. So coming back to what I was saying about how Megan said, "Oh, the cherry blossoms are pretty." I didn't see that. Yeah, so it's a good option. Thanks, Keena. I added that in too. Um. So, do you see how where I'm coming from? Where I'm saying hard work is not the problem. It's actually the symptom of the problem. It's the symptom of the pressure that we're feeling to do more, to not allow ourselves to rest, to that there's no permission to rest. And we're not going to stop doing the hard work until we can deal with the symptom, until we can deal with the root cause, which is that subconscious pressure. Keena said the hard work is the symptom. Check. Come on. I had mental confusion in being around the competitive and sabotaging individuals. I had to scramble my brain to cope. Right, right. It's been so interesting to go back into a work environment where um, like they haven't stepped into the matrix, and they're still very much in that competitive grind and proving, and not only just that, discontent and unhappiness when things don't work out as they've planned. And not only that, I think it's also this pressure to go after things that we don't even necessarily want. Like, do you even want the promotion? Or do you just feel like you have to be ambitious? Because if you're not ambitious, then you're lazy. And so you go after things that you don't want because you feel like that's what you're supposed to do. But you don't even want the extra work. You don't even want to manage the people. You don't even want to deal with the problems. Like, so we have to step away from it. And this is why it's so important to name what the root cause is. Because if we keep talking about the symptom, the hard work, you could do a little bit less work and then you'll wonder why you still feel like crap, why you still are burnt out, why you're not getting, you know, happier to a better place, you know? So, yeah, because we are dealing with the symptom, we're not dealing with the actual problem, which are these subconscious things about being the strong woman. And some of the other ways, being the superwoman, and all the different ways that it shows up. So I want to call that out. I want to name it because the more that we can see that, the more that we can make change. And I think that's so important. It really comes when we get into Jaya with Rashadat. That's why we start with reconnecting with our identity first. Because right now, our identity is being the strong one. Our identity is being the reliable one. And so much of our identity is wrapped up in work. Versus as we start having these conversations and we start connecting to what the real problem is, that subconscious pressure, then we can start disconnecting um, our identity from the work and start having the conversations. Well, who am I regardless of the work? And leaning into that and healing so that when we decide that we don't want to work anymore, we don't have that pressure bubbling up inside of us. It's not even outside pressure. It's a pressure inside of us that has been internally bubbling up and telling us to do more. And until we fix that, we're going to keep working hard, but we can fix it. And Jais will help us do that. It's so much of what it's about. Keena said, "Yep, that was my story. Plus, I wanted to save a company that I didn't own. I even worried about who's going to water the plants, girl." And I say this with the most love. We have to learn how to stop being Captain Save a Ho. I'm not trying to talk crap on your company, because I know I do it too. I will be Captain Save a Ho, Captain Save a Company. Listen, you right. It's not even your company. Why are you giving it that much energy? Especially when they don't give it that much energy. And the way that we start to do that is by learning to detach our identity from it and learning to detach from this subconscious pressure and naming it. Naming is a huge part of it, because once you start naming it, then you're like, oh, I'm doing that. That's attributing to that. Let me stop doing that. That's attributing to it too. Wait, let me stop doing that. And it empowers us to make impact and change in ourselves from a root cause, rather than a symptom, the symptom of work. So yes, for real, girl, you clocked it. See, it is. I'm like, listen, even in this job, I had to be like, because I know that I can go in there and I can do the things, and I am absolutely an excellent human. When I show up and do something, let me tell you, it's good. And I had to be like, you know what? Let me act my wage. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be over responsible. I'm not going to set myself up to be taken advantage of. I'm not going to do it. Now, if they promote me, then I'll go in and I'll still just do my job. But I'm not going in here trying to be Captain Save a Ho, trying to fix every problem. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And guess what? It's so much so, it's working so well that I was so bored today, I dozed off at work. I don't know if I've ever been bored at work, because I am always the first one to get up and do a whole bunch of stuff. And I can keep myself busy, okay? But I was so bored today. I struggled with dozing off for a whole 45 minutes. I kept like, and I was like, wow, this is actually kind of nice. I wish I could just go in the back and take a nap real quick. I didn't, but it's a beautiful evolution when we can get down to the root cause. And I think that's the main thing I wanted to say about today is, if you think that you need to just do less work, I want to say you are focusing on fixing the symptom, and instead, I want you to think about what kind of boundaries do you need to create with yourself, with um, the subconscious pressures that you might feel around being the strong one, about being the reliable one, the token black woman. We don't try to be, and yet that we do show up in that way. Um, when we create boundaries around not allowing ourselves to be that for ourselves, it's nobody else. It's just us. It's that conversation with us. And when we do that, amazing things happen. So that was what I wanted to talk about today. I hope that was helpful. I hope that it opened up some thoughts. If it did, I would love to hear about it, regardless of whether you're on the replay or here at the chat. But y'all been sharing in the chat, they've been sharing thoughts. The Lord, sharing thoughts anyway. So yes, um, it's an important topic. I've also been, and this goes with the topic, how to stop being the strong one. Because we know we don't want to be, but we've also been doing it so long, and it's so steeped in our identity that we have forgotten how not to be that. And so much of Jaya with Rashida is learning how to take that cloak off and just getting back to who we are and learning not to put it back on. Learning not to put it back on. So, if that interests you and you're looking for more support to stop being the strong one, to um, really learn how to enjoy life, not just like fully enjoy life, not just win at work, not just be ambitious, not just be successful, then I would love for you to join Jaya with Rashadat. The website is I am Rashadat com/Jaya. Let me go ahead and put that on the screen. Let me see. I think it's this one. Nope, that's the quiz. Here it is. I am com/Jaya. I would love for you to check it out. And if you have any questions, you could just DM me on Instagram. Yes. All right. Now it is time for us to wind down for the weekend, baby. So there's 3 steps that we do for our wind down. The first step, all of these steps are about decluttering so that you have the mind space to show up for rest for yourself rather than just moving on to the next one. Okay? So, step number one, I want you to look at your computer, look at your phone, look at your tablet, and see how many windows can you close. I've been accumulating some windows. Y'all. So I got some windows to close. I need to also, like, this is why I need a day off so I could sit down and finish these couple things. I'm supposed to have a date on Monday, so I don't know how I'm gonna get it all done. Whew, especially with my nose being all stuffy. But I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna start closing some of these windows. So I just closed one window, and here's the thing: if you are like, I'm not ready to close windows, no judgment. I'm not closing all of my windows today either. I understand. But hopefully, every week as you look at this and you try a little bit more every week to close the windows, you start seeing more space open up in yourself. I started reading Think Like a Monk, and I love that he says, and it so aligns with everything that I say. When you do this mental decluttering, you make space. You get out the things that you don't want and you make space to actually receive the things you do want. Sometimes we're so busy holding on to the other stuff, worried that we're going to forget or mess it up, that we don't make enough space for the new things to come. So I implore you, declutter, okay? Close out some windows. If you've got some people that have annoyed you this week, take some time and do the Ho'oponopono prayer. Simple, 4 statements. I love you. I forgive you. Thank you. I'm sorry. 4 statements. You will be surprised how well this works. It is just those 4 simple statements. I want you to put the thing, whatever it is that you had this week, probably something relational, get it strong in your mind. Like think of it and let it touch you, and then say those four statements and recognize the next time it comes to your mind, it doesn't have the same hold on you. Like I've literally experienced it. It's so amazing. So that's some of our decluttering today. Close some tabs, do some decluttering. Okay. Megan said, I closed 3 tabs and I got to work on emptying my emails and voice. I got to work on emptying my emails and voicemails. I understand. I got like 200 emails away, like deleted, and I've already gotten back up to, well, it took me down from like 500, maybe like 400 to 250, and now I'm back up to 300 again. So I understand. It's a process. Listen, these are things, it's like showering. You can't shower once and hope that you stay fresh forever. We got to keep showering every day. And so that's why we keep doing this every single week, because every single week it helps us take a step forward. So it's all good. It's all good. Keita said I closed 10 tabs and organized some email folders and hit the delete button. I hit the delete button quicker these days. Come on, Keita. That is a win in a whole vibe right there. Yes, amen to that. To closing out some windows and hitting that delete button even quicker. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Listen with my stuffy nose. um, these allergies. I'm hoping. Listen, and Georgia. It needs to rain. That's what it is. You know what else is funny? When I'm outside, it's not bad. It's the air conditioning. It's the filtering through the air conditioning that really gets me. But that's okay. Let me get back on topic. Okay, so um, okay, um, the next step. Okay, I see what that is. The next step for our wind down for the weekend is to choose a fun meal that you want to eat. I'm not super. I think this weekend I'm gonna make myself some pho. Maybe I'll have it tomorrow. I might take it for lunch tomorrow. I went to and got me a Costco membership this week. I had a Sam's Club membership, but I always like Costco. Costco is just an amazing company. They pay their employees $29 an hour. $29 an hour at Costco. You know what? Sam's Club ain't paying their people like that. They rarely have turnover because people are paid well. They're taken care of. They got good benefits. Um, and the company has just taken public stances for so many things towards me pregnancy, presidency that I really appreciate. So I wanted to support. So I went and got myself a Costco membership, and I got the executive Costco membership. I got the higher level. So I went and got myself some groceries, and let me tell you, they had all of these good stuff that I was like, "Ooh, I needed all of this anyway. This is amazing." So, yes, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I bought some pho at Costco. That's why I got all excited. So I think I'm gonna take some pho with me for my lunch tomorrow. And then, excuse me, what's your fun activity you're gonna do? So I'm off on Monday. So I'm supposed to have 2 dates planned, one for lunch and another for dinner. And I need to get up early that day and do some work. So Monday is going to be a busy day. It's not going to be an off day. It'll just be a day where I'm not at work. So yes, let me see. Kina said I had allergies in college, but I ignored them until I didn't have them anymore. I wish I could ignore them, girl. That's not what run down my face. If I try to, I try to ignore them. You see how I'm doing right now? If I sneeze right now, it's gonna be all over the camera, the computer, everything. It will be absolutely disgusting. I will be embarrassed. But you know what I do need? I need some local honey. Local honey always helps because it helps get like the pollen in you so that your body doesn't react to it as much. And I meant to ask my coworker about it today and I forgot. I might send her a text message to see if I can find some local honey by work because that's where I spend all my time. So yeah, I need to look for that. Kita said, I cooked some fried curry potatoes, cumin seasoned guacamole, spicy broccoli, and stir fried mushroom bell peppers and onions. Eating different curry soups and guacamole till the end of Lent. Yes, that sounds amazing. I'm into it. Ah, this sounds so good. Even with my stuffy nose. Lord. Megan said Sam's Club supports the peach, supports the orange man, the orange toddler. I believe that. Yes. So I prefer to go to Costco. I agree with you. Um, I've tried getting a job at Costco, but it's hard. From what I could tell, it seems because I applied there too, and I didn't hear back. They had all of these positions posted, but I never heard anything back. So I understand. It's like they put the postings up, but they are fully staffed. It's like you got to know somebody. But yeah, okay. Megan said, I've thought about getting a Costco membership, but since it's just me, it doesn't seem to make sense. So I like getting a Costco membership because it helps me build my pantry. Because when I buy something from Costco, it gives me 5, 6 different servings, probably more than that. And then I go buy the next thing that gives me 5 different servings, and so it helps me like build up. Because I haven't bought from Costco in a long time, and I don't even buy food from Sam's Club. I just use it for gas. But that was the other reason why I switched to Costco so I could use their gas too. Um, and they're right across the street from work, so they're super accessible. But yeah, that's how I do it, so that I have a pantry of things that no matter what, I always have something to eat, even if it's not as much variety as I want it to be. So yeah, Megan said, I'm making tacos tomorrow. I didn't feel like cooking today, girl. I understand. I completely understand. I think I might get some french fries on the way home, but I'm not super hungry, so it's just for it is what it is, and then I'm going to bed. I need to get some clarity, and that's what I need to do because this is a mess. Oh Lord, it just started yesterday, and it has gone on a downward spiral that quick. So yes, listen, I love what y'all are making for dinner. Eda said yes, build up your pantry and emergency supplies due to this unjust war. Yes, yes, that's a whole vibe in itself. Yes, but yeah, that's the best way to use Costco. And the other thing that I like about the upgraded Costco membership is um, they do a $10 voucher for Instacart. So if I ordered it, I think if I ordered from Costco, they pay for my Instacart for it to be delivered to me, which I was like, oh, that's nice too. But I just do it on the way home. But what I might do is order it and pick it up so that I don't have to walk through the store. Because after working all day and then go walk around the grocery store, it's not my favorite. Possible, but not my favorite. So yeah. Um, Keita said elderberry syrup helps with allergies and mucus. Thank you. Trying to think. Oh, I could probably go to Sam's and get some. Not Sam's. Sprouts is what I was trying to say. Go to Sprouts and get some elderberry syrup. That's probably a good place to get some. And you know what? I have nettle. I have nettle as well because Marissa told me about nettle last time. So, ooh, I'm glad y'all said that because I could use that. Yeah. I hope you feel better, Rashida. The one downside of spring is allergies. I know, because otherwise I love spring. I'm a spring baby. I was born on the second day of spring. Of course I love spring, except for the allergy part. So yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, y'all. Listen, we did some cleaning out of our emails and our tabs. Um, we talked about our fun meal for the weekend. Oh, fun activity. Yes, I said that because I said I have a date on Monday. So that hopefully is fun. I hope it's fun. I'm trying to remind myself that dating is supposed to be fun, even though sometimes meeting some of these guys, I'm like, y'all are absolute trash. But no matter what, I have a fun story afterwards. So I hope you guys got something fun going on this weekend as well. It was really nice today. It was like 80 degrees here today, but it's supposed to go down to 67, which, you know what? I'm not saying because my parents have the heat on and I am burning up. Like, why do y'all have the heat on? It is not cold outside right now. So I'm hoping it actually cools down so I can open the window. And it is cold outside and I can cool my room that way since I can't turn the air on right now. So, yes, that is what I have going on. I hope that you are winding down for the weekend, making space for yourself to enjoy it, doing things that are more than just numbing out in front of the television. Do things that bring you different types of rest. Remember, there's 7 types of rest. That's why we're doing the deck. Can't wait to get it out to you guys. Enjoy all the different types of rest so that you can have. That's the different. That's the comprehensive way to rest. Not just try to numb out because numbing is not actually rest. That's like collapsing. Okay. So yes, um, that being said, listen, I can barely breathe. I need to go blow my nose. I'm gonna go ahead and call it and say, listen, I always enjoy hanging out with y'all. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, it's so good to see you. I hope that you have an amazing week. I hope that you have amazing food. I hope that you have amazing stories. And I hope that you make time for rest and fun because you deserve it. It's not one of those things. I don't want to say you deserve it in a vain way. Like literally, not just about deserving it. Your body needs it. In order for you to be at the fullest level that you want yourself to be, you need rest. So I'm gonna tell you, do the rest of the pre-game, the mid-game, and the post-game. Okay, do all the different types of rest. So spend some time resting this week, and I'm gonna see y'all next week. Okay? Yes, Keena said, have a good one, ladies. Thank you, Keena. You too. Megan said, have an amazing week, ladies. See you next Friday. See you, ladies. You know, I always enjoy you. Have a wonderful